Trying to remain positive, very difficult times to do so. Ashton will try and remain positive when he can, but privately, I'm sure they're worried, Charlie. As I mentioned, first time in their club existence, they've lost 4 in a row. He mentions that 3 away games to go, Cavalry away, Halifax away, never easy, by the way, Valor at home and Ottawa away on 38 points. And the stats lead to some miserable reading. Since the start of June, here's the standings. Forge 34, Cavalry 30, York 26, Halifax 24, Ottawa 22, Valor 20, Pacific 17, Vancouver 13. I read it out that way for a reason. They have been the worst team in the CPL now for over 3.5 months. During that time, just 3 wins, 4 draws, 10 losses, and conceding 31 goals in 17 games and only scoring 15. So he mentioned it. They thought they were in the playoffs, but that's been a while. And this team has struggled to find consistency. They've made changes 3 games in a row at halftime to their back line. It is looked like it's trending in the wrong direction, Charlie, at the wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, what they've struggled for mostly has been goals. Yeah. They scored that one at the end of this game, and if it weren't for that, I think they're shut out 4 in a row for all of this 4-game losing streak. And I believe, at Wednesday when Pacific got that point, that was the first time they had not been in the top 5 all year.
Right.
This is a Vancouver team that I don't know. I do think worries me more than maybe any other team in the league right now in terms of the actual football they're playing. Because there haven't been a lot of, teams like Halifax has been circumstances like red cards and things. They just can't keep 11 men on the field and things like that. Other teams, they've had injury issues, but Vancouver they don't seem to have a lot of injury issues. They just can't seem to find a change. They did very well, I think, by surprising a few teams at the start of this year. They had a very new team. They were agents of chaos. They would pick up results with, some energy and some key moments that would push them over the edge. And, I think of games like they beat Halifax in a bit of a chaotic game where the Wanderers wanted the ball and Vancouver just didn't really care what they wanted to do and just played in transition. But teams have started to figure them out a little bit. There's not a lot of surprises in this Vancouver team. They're trying to play the same way every single week for the most part, even though new players have come in, and it just isn't efficient enough that there's no balance of efficiency and actually finishing chances, because you're going to create a ton of chances, or at least a ton of shots. You have to finish some of them, or you need to create better chances that are easier to finish. And I just think there's some lack of confidence in this team right now, obviously, as Afshin kind of alluded to, but I do think that I don't know that there's something a little bit stale about the way they've played in the last few months.
Yeah, Rocco Romeo was rested on the weekend, brought in at halftime. NU coming out. We mentioned the changes at halftime they've had in the past with Chung, and then they're not sure about the fullbacks. And Paris G was not playing, and they've, no Fasco Fry this time, obviously, but he hasn't had the best of years. Difficult times for them. And then Diaz is just not scoring. And even before this game, their chances they're not creating anywhere near as many. So problems in both boxes and trending in the wrong direction. So look, as Ashton says, he's positive. They've still got the chance and they've still got their opportunities here. But boy, oh boy, they're running out of time fast.